With the popularity of the predecessor to this shoe, how have ASICS updated the Nimbus 26 to improve on such a great model? We're here with Sam from ASICS, and we're going to run through those updates today and then take them for a spin. All right, we're with Sam from ASICS, and we've got the Nimbus 26 in our hands. So I'll let you do the tech specs, but basically it's a minor update from the 25, which we've had in store now for a little while, and has been such a good model update of the Nimbus family. But the 26 has just launched, and obviously it's just got some minor refinements to improve on what already is a really nice shoe. So I guess starting at, visually, it looks pretty similar, but there are some differences here. So tell us about the upper hops. I know it's new, but what have they actually changed?
Yeah, so it's just like the 25 in terms of being a knit material, and we've refined it so it is a bit more of a lockdown. So as soon as you step into the shoe, it feels like it's really hugging the foot and it's quite comfortable. And we've got a knitted tongue and collar and a pull tab as well, which really helps.
I like that.
Like, it's extremely handy actually. So all of that combination really locks the foot down nicely in this update. And then the other major update along with the upper is the outer. So we've got a lot more lateral tread now, and we've got our new hybrid ASICS grip. So that is
that's good.
A very tacky, very grippy rubber. And we've got our AHA Plus in the heel here, which is our really high wearing rubber as well. So
there wasn't too many complaints at all about the Nimbus 25, but the one we probably did hear a little bit was that the outer could have been a little bit slippery.
Yeah, so with that ASICS grip, it's really improved the traction in the wet, and especially descending in the dry as well. You can have a lot of confidence. If you go a little bit off the road onto some trail, like that,
makes a big difference.
ASICS grip really helps as well.
We've seen AHA Plus in other models, right? And it seems to be a really hard wearing compound as well.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
I think that's perfect in this style of shoe in terms of having, like, a workhorse that you can rely on for many Ks and maybe push a little further than a lot of those lighter weight options at the moment.
Yeah, and then the midsole has remained pretty much unchanged. So we've got the exact same stack height, same heel to toe offset. It's pure gel in the heel, so that's our really soft compound that's embedded in the foam now.
Yep, I remember seeing that in the Counter 30 update.
Yeah, exactly.
And so the stack height, remind us it's the same as the Nimbus 25?
Yes, so 41.5 in the heel and 33.5 millimeters in the forefoot for a men's US 9, and then 40.5 for women's.
Okay, slightly different. And 8mm drop men's and women's? 8mm drop?
Women's,
okay, cool. And so no pricing change, which is great. And so $260, which I think for this style of shoe is it is the price point. It's the way to go. And especially because you sort of get your money's worth out of this sort of thing, because you can end up pushing them for a lot more Ks. Yeah,
I think with this update and the addition of our hybrid ASICS grip, we've got a very durable model now. So we're going to see more Ks out of the shoe, I think.
Well, we're going to take it for a run in just a sec, and we get to feel a few of those updates. So yeah, we'll touch on them again, I guess, but like, it'll be nice to put it on and actually feel it out. I didn't do too much running in the 25, although like I really, really like it. I haven't actually got my own pair, so I only just pinch your pairs from the demo fleet every now and then. But yeah, I think it's probably about time we put it on and take it for a bit of a spin.
Sounds good.
Cool, let's do it.
Yeah, as you mentioned, the Gel Nimbus 25 was a huge update for the franchise. And then what we've done in the 26th iteration is follow the Japanese concept of Kaizen, which is continuous improvement, but it's just refining certain aspects of the shoe.
Yeah.
So the major two updates are the upper and the outer of the shoe.
Okay.
So the upper is still a knitted material, but it's been refined around the midfoot. So you'll notice when you try it on, straight away the lockdown is significantly more snug.
Okay.
So it fits really well. And a few comments I've had doing wear tests recently since the launch is that halfway through the run, people have forgotten they've got the shoe on their foot, which is
I can kind
a
of
really
imagine
big
that actually.
compliment for a shoe, especially where this sits in your rotation. Like, this is your daily trainer, your
Easy run.
The nickname we like to call is a heavy, so they're not meant to feel super lightweight and racy. So
I've got plenty of other shoes in the
Yeah, exactly.
ASICS lineup that tick that box.
So that's what you want. You want to forget about the sort of protective, stable, neutral shoe that's on your foot while you're out there doing your mileage or your easy days. So yeah, that's the upper update. The midsole has remained the same, and it's that Flight Foam Blast Plus Eco,
Yeah, okay.
which is our bio-based daily trainer foam.
Such a nice foam, isn't
And
it?
it's shared across our other models like
Yeah,
Gel Nimbus 30, Nova Blast
yeah.
4 update, and we've still got pure gel. So
Oh, okay, yeah.
that's our embedded gel that's 65% softer than our previous exposed gel.
And that sits like in the heel, like under the heel. Sort of
Exactly,
thing.
yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So if you're a heel striker, you really get that nice soft cushion.
So the gel is still in there, just not visible
Yeah,
anymore, like the Kayana update we saw.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
So we've actually kept the same stack heights. So 41.5 millimeters in the heel for a men's US 9
Yep.
and 33.5 in the forefoot. And still have that 8mm heel to toe drop.
Yep.
So yeah, the midsole's effectively stayed the same.
It's a good
And-
heel drop, hey. That 8mm, I think we spoke about
The
this.
sweet spot, yeah.
When we did the Nova Blast, it was like, it's just right in the sweet spot for that daily trainer. Something you're gonna use a lot.
But I think the major update comes in the traction aspect of the shoe. So in the Gel Nimbus 25, we essentially had a decoupled outer. So we had a 4-foot of
Yep.
our AHA low density,
Yep.
really soft 4-foot rubber. And that really made the shoe feel softer than it's ever been.
Yeah, okay.
And then we have AHA plus our really durable rubber in the heel
Right.
and our like high
'Cause it
impact
does
areas.
actually feel just a smidgen firmer, I reckon, than the 25.
Exactly, yeah. So sensation underfoot is definitely firmer, and that's due to majorly our new outer
Okay.
being a hybrid ASICS grip.
Yeah.
So ASICS grip is the rubber that we use in our Metaspeed range
Yeah, okay. No.
and our trail range. So
Right.
it has a really high
Yeah, okay. So
amount of
firmer,
traction.
but harder wearing too.
Yeah, yeah.
So you reckon you'd get a few more Ks out of this, maybe?
Oh, this pair here, I've done about 250K in already,
Okay. Wow.
and they feel just like the first 20K,
Yeah, right. Okay.
which
That's
usually
good.
after about 200K, I start to think, oh, I'll start easing a model out.
Yeah.
But most shoes in this sort of category, your sweet spot's 400 to 700K, very
Yeah.
subjective your use and your running style.
Yeah. So you
But
reckon you'd maybe push this a little further?
oh, definitely, yeah.
That's good. Nice to have something hard wearing. Because a lot of shoes nowadays are so light.
Yes,
They're not
yeah.
really built to last, but
So yeah, this is just over that 300 gram weight now, and it's very comfortable for that sort of weight in that daily trainer.
so hops, we've spoken about the midsole being unchanged, the outsole, bit of a tweak on the on the rubber there. The upper's been tweaked. So some like nice refinements there, which is like obviously the best thing to do to something like the Nimbus 25, which was such a great shoe. But obviously, like, you know what I mean, as people running it, there was like a few, like even some of our staff thought that the grip on that either wore it too quickly or was a little sketchy in the wet. So
Yeah,
hopefully
the
this will,
ASICS grip update really,
Yeah,
it gives you
I can imagine.
confidence on descending down hills.
Yeah, okay.
And actually at our launch in Australia, it was bucketing down with rain.
Yeah,
And there were a few
perfect.
tiles around the bay that we were running
Yeah.
on. And I thought, oh, this is the perfect time for everyone to see
Yeah,
how
try it out.
confident you can be in the rain in
Yep.
this update.
That's
So
good.
yeah, it's really good to see.
A little off topic, but I ran in the Tribuco 3 the other day, which obviously has the same grip.
Yes,
And
yeah,
it was sticky, really sticky. It was so good.
yeah. So we
Anyway.
obviously with that we've got a lot more rubber
Yeah,
for
absolutely. Yeah.
tread, and yeah, I've noticed in the runs I've done up in the Blue Mountains,
Yeah, okay.
they are just world class.
But it was nice, yeah. So, Nimbus 26, obviously for ASICS, is like a, you know what I mean, their structured neutral or stable neutral shoe. And I guess like at the top of their lineup. What would you it kind of like, it suits a big part of the market because that neutral category is just so popular and everybody can use it, right? And as people run more and more, this category just works for a lot of people.
Yeah.
What do you reckon if you were running in a Nimbus as your heavy, or you're like your kind of workhorse, what are you going to have alongside it from like workhorse to race shoe? What's your perfect lineup?
Oh, the full rotation.
One of everything?
Yeah. Well, I would probably use this for my easy days, obviously.
Yeah.
And then for my long runs, I would use the Super Blast.
Yeah.
So that is a nice, stable
Such a good shoe. Yeah.
shoe that's got our Super Foam, Flight Foam Turbo.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Metaspeed Edge Plus is my preference for workouts and race day. And often I'll use the Magic Speed 3 also, which is a bit more versatile than the Metaspeed range.
Just for workouts.
Yeah. So the plate's a bit more flexible and less rigid compared to the carbon plated options. And then I sort of rotate this with this Nimbus 26 model with the Novablast 4.
Oh yeah, okay.
So a lot of my doubles I do in the Novablast 4 to feel a bit poppier and a bit
Actually, what's the
lighter.
stack out of the Novablast 4 again?
40, yeah, exact same, 41 and a half.
Pretty interesting, hey?
So we've got exact same foam,
Yeah.
but the geometry of the Novablast 4, so the flared base of support and that trampoline pod under the forefoot really make that shoe feel
way more poppy.
Way more poppy, yeah. And we've got a lower density or lower hardness outer on the Novablast as well. So it does feel that fraction softer than what we're experiencing.
Absolutely. So, any price change in the 26?
Still at $260 Australian. So that's more or less your average
it is
shoe
like
price in Australia.
Yeah, premium neutral shoe. That's pretty much right on the.
And for the amount of wear you'll get out of this, the mileage ahead, it's a very good price point.
So the perfect person for this shoe, I would say there's two, right? There's one who's going to fit it into a lineup of other shoes and wants something to just handle kind of high mileage. And then there's the person who's like either new to running or is, getting into it, or where we can fit them into a nice, stable, reliable, and safe neutral shoe, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think that slightly firmer sensation and the amount of volume in the shoe make it quite a reliable and perfect shoe for a novice runner.
Yeah, it's so good. Great that you can have a shoe that lends itself to both people.
Yes, yeah.
As
it
in like a
caters for
newbie and like
an experience.
someone who's got 3-4 pairs of shoes in their rotation. It's good.